Well, good morning to you. It's Daybreak at iFiber One. Jeff Slakey, Vicky Steele. Morning, Vicky.
Good morning.
Got some great guests in studio
I want some
here.
chili now.
Yes, we're talking with the People's Choice. Where's your mic? You got that? People's Choice winner for the 6th annual Stair Climb Chili Cook-Off at Bob's over the weekend. Karen, you looked pretty surprised when they called your name out.
I was, because, like I said, that gentleman next to me, I really loved his white bean chicken chili. I asked him for the recipe, and he said, well, it's my mom's. That's great. Can I have it? Because it's really good. So I was surprised.
Well,
yeah, it's a great event. It's a lot of fun.
I will say that yours was quite delicious. And, you go to a chili competition, you think ground beef, kidney beans, red chilies, like the chili looks like
fire hot,
like fire
burning
hot
your
chili,
mouth.
something like this. But Karen's was a real nice
Yeah.
white chicken or something. It was good.
Yeah, all organic. It's good. Heart healthy.
Huh.
It's nummy.
Well, nice job.
Thank you.
Jennifer, what did you do this weekend?
I didn't make any award-winning chili.
Well, okay.
No. I know, right?
Let's talk about the EDC, shall we? There is a big conversation we're going to have on the air tomorrow with Mason County Commissioner Kevin Schutte about some work done in the legislature that helps out Mason County. And you kind of want to preview that a little bit.
So as everybody kind of, I think, tentatively knows, a new tax reform bill went through.
Yeah.
And within that, they designated these opportunity zones. So what that means for us is it's an opportunity for people who invest to invest money here and defer tax on investments that they're already kind of going to have to pay tax on.
Okay.
So they do it by census tract. Mason County does have quite a few of those tracts in our county that are eligible for that. And so what happens is it's all around capital gains. So let's say you have $1 million in capital gains from investments that you've had. You could have $10, you could have $1 million, whatever it is that you want. And you want to invest that, but you don't want to pay taxes on that money that you've just earned. So this gives you a chance to either defer that and pay less, or invest, I believe it's 10 years, and you don't pay taxes on that capital gains increase. But it has to be within these certain zones. So they're designated to help out more rural areas that need that development, that need those funds. And Mason County has quite a few of them. So you're looking at property purchases, you're looking at investment opportunities, any businesses that are moving forward with projects that need to be funded, and you're trying to pull together those funding opportunities. Think of it kind of like a federal angels network. So they have the opportunity to come in and invest across the U.S. This is all the states. Everybody has these designations within their states. We do have a limited amount of those. It's only 25% of what of the counties or the properties that have been designated. Only 25 of those are opportunities for it. So out of I want to say it's 556 tracts that are eligible, only 139 of them can be used for these investments.
Huh.
And so what's going to happen is there's going to be an application process. The governor will say, this is the list of those tracts that we're going to go forward with. It's going to be areas that have projects that these investors can invest in and get a return on. So it's not just, here's my money, let's hold my money. Think of your project like a portfolio. You want to be able to sell your project to these investors, because you could be listed and have no investors decide to invest in your project. So you want to build it up to be the best return on investment for those funds to come into our area.
Okay.
What do you think the benefits to the county will be from this? I mean, just a little more flush with cash that people can put to these projects, or?
I think the benefit is more, what are projects that have, 75% of the funding already and are looking for it. James has talked about putting a hotel or a development over on 101. That's a project that investors can look at and say, if I put this amount of money into it, I'm going to get this. And if I keep that money in for 5 years, then I only pay 75% of the taxes on that money. If I keep it in for 10, then I don't have to. Their money was going to go into something anyway. This gives them kind of a two-point bonus system. So you can look at the sewer system up in Belfair. I think infrastructure is still being decided on whether or not that's going to be a project that can be worked on, but there are landowners around that and projects that are waiting for that line to go through. So your investors could invest into those projects that would support that build out of the sewer system into Bremerton. So I think it's kind of a jump start. Look at what's happening in our communities that can get the momentum moving forward.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Well, we'll have more with Commissioner Schutte tomorrow on this and some benefits to the county. Karen, we have a membership drive coming up here.
We do. It'll be here before you know it. May 24th out at the Ridge Motorsports Park. It's a lot of fun. We have some amazing sponsors. The request did go in for Blitz from the Seahawks to join us again.
We're going to try and get him
You
to
gotta ask.
skydive in with capacity.
That'd be something.
It would be, yeah. And
He's
hopefully
done it before.
he has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to get the safety approval.
Oh,
for
I'm
his-
sure
for
from
his-
You know,
Well,
insurance.
that would be fun to see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We were sending out our membership renewals now. If you'd like any more information on that, give us a call at 426-2276. And then we'll get the save the date and the invitations out for the membership drive, sponsor information and all that great stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That'll be a lot of fun. You guys did this last year, right?
Yes.
It's also a good opportunity for businesses to look at how can you reward your staff, because while the whole company might not know that you're members, Hood Canal did that last year. They did it as their thank you for all of your hard work, and they paid for their entire office to come out, and they raced on
very
those
nice.
go-karts. So, it's just an opportunity to not have to rent out the whole track for your smaller office. Come out and enjoy what you can.
That's a good team
With a
builder
big group
then.
of people.
They really enjoyed it. It was all they talked about at work for the next week. Yeah. We got Blitz out on the track, so that was fun. Doing a little racing.
And again, when is that? May 24th?
May 24th.
right.
Yeah.
What else are we talking about? Do we have one more thing on the docket?
We just wanted to give a shout out to Olympic Mountain Millworks. I want to say it was a week ago they reached out to Karn and said, we've got this back room that we need in order to make money for our company, but it's filled with all of this cubicle stuff. And with Microsoft redoing all of their stuff, Habitat is flooded.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a lot of places where you can get rid of. I want to say it's close to 15 spaces of cubicle equipment, and we're not going to be using all of that, but we're building out the back room to kind of be a co-work sort of place. We haven't really fleshed that out yet, but there'll be office space. There'll be, Wi-Fi access, computer desks, places where you can come and kind of build your network if you wanted to do that. And then we're passing on the donation. They gave to us, so all of the places that maybe only need 1 or 3 or 4, we've kind of reached out to them, or they've reached out to us if they've heard about it, and they'll be going around and it'll be spread out throughout the
It's a
Very nice.
very generous donation. Yeah, when we walked into the room, we had no idea. It's
They
amazing.
had it stacked so nice in their room. When they brought it 2 trucks to our office, I was like,
wow.
oh no.
What happened?
I think we overestimated the amount of space we have.
That'd be kind of fun. A place for folks to maybe pop in, get a little quiet time, do some work or something like
Yep.
that. That's what you're thinking?
Yeah, there aren't a lot of spaces available like that, and you try and go and have a quiet meeting or private meeting at Rocco or Sisters or something, and it doesn't work. So the back room will be perfect for that.
Nice. Cool. Karen Leaf, Jennifer Barria from the Mason County EDC. We'll put the links to the show notes in this after we get off the air here. But that's that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
you.